Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for the month of April or whenever this video might find you. Taurus is almost your season. You're starting to feel like you are more at home, and I'm excited to see what's going to come up for you in the month ahead. I love Aries season. It's a fire sign, and we feel so much forward momentum. And there's some really auspicious astrological events happening this month. By the time you're watching this, we're probably at the tail end of the full moon energy that happened on April the 1st, and that was in Libra. So you may have noticed a lot of your relationship wounds, your relationship struggles, anything regarding relationships would be coming to the surface in the beginning of the month. And then we've got a new moon coming in. Oh my gosh, I'm fumbling so much over my words with your reading so far, which is really interesting. I wonder if there's going to be stuff coming up for you today around communication. We do have a new moon on the 17th, and that's going to be a beautiful experience as well. Definitely a time to sow your seeds of intention, maybe literally if you are starting a garden, or figuratively. If you're new here, hello and welcome. I'm Jenny. I'm a shamanic healer. I'm a women's coach. I am a retreat host, and I love to do these videos here on YouTube. I'm going to start our reading off with some messages from the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle deck by Kelly Smith. Look at, I did it again. And very similar to Aries, you're starting your energy off for the month ahead with support team. And this is a message all about receiving support. So often when people are offering us help, we're so quick to say, no, it's okay, I got it. But this is saying, no, tap into your divine feminine energy and allow yourself to receive. And remember that feminine energy isn't just about being a woman. Every single gender has feminine energy and masculine energy, both toxic and divine. And again, I'm really finding myself struggling with my words here. So I wonder if there's something here about communication and allowing yourself to communicate clearly and effectively and speak from the heart and speak your truth around receiving support from others this month. That's your primary energy. It says 2 minds are better than 1, 3 are better than 2, and 4 minds are unstoppable. So be mindful of any support that's offered to you in the month ahead. Be open to receiving that support, most importantly. Now, I will dive in. I'll ask a few different questions here that will help paint the picture for your month ahead. But do keep in mind, Taurus, that this is a general reading. So if you're not resonating with some of the messages that you received today, I encourage you to check out the other strong placements in your chart. I recommend your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising, your Venus, or anywhere else that feels important to you. I like to watch for all of those that I just mentioned. And I also like to watch for my family as well. My husband and kids, I like to see what's going on in their world. It's fun to find out what their rising signs and their moon signs are too, because together, they really paint the picture of what you can expect in the month ahead. And for myself, I always like to go back later on in the month and check it out and see, what was really landing. Maybe something wasn't so obvious when I watched it before, but then as the events of the month unfold, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I can see exactly what was happening there. So we're going to get started, Taurus, by looking at your biggest challenge in the month ahead. And that's because information is power. So when we know what the potential for the biggest challenge is, we can arm ourselves with information so we can really work to align with our best, to show up as our best, right? What's the biggest challenge for the Taurus collective in the month ahead, please, Spirit? What has the potential to be the biggest challenge for Taurus? And what I'm getting for you is universal flow, slowing down. Slowing down is going to be your biggest challenge in the month ahead. Taurus, this is saying it's time for you to slow down, breathe, and take the time to smell the roses. And I take that very literal. Roses are the highest vibrational plant in the entire plant kingdom. Roses are sacred in so many different communities. Personally, I love to fill my house with roses. I'm going to try to grow them. We're brand new homesteaders. We have an acreage that we just moved onto at the end of last summer. So now I'm looking at what am I going to plant here? And I'd really like to grow some roses so I don't have to buy them. And I know that they're organic and they're not sprayed. You may want to consider bringing some roses into your home. If you're in North America, I get my roses from Costco. I know that they're sprayed, but I just try not to, put my face in them. And what I love so much about the roses from Costco is you get 2 dozen for a short amount. And I split them up into multiple different bouquets and I put them all over my house. I make sure that I've always got roses in the living room, roses in the kitchen, roses in my bedroom, roses in my office. They're just all over the place. And then I use those roses for offerings. I use the rose petals. I use the rose leaves. I make sure that I'm utilizing the entire plant. And having the roses in our environment helps us to raise our frequency, helps us to raise the frequency of our environment. You might hear some dogs in the background. It's so nice that I've got the window open. You guys, Taurus, it's almost your season. Your season is one of my favorites. Your season is one of my favorites because the weather is shifting. The weather is shifting and everything is starting to grow. And it's just such a beautiful time of year. And it includes our intentions, right? We're in Aries season right now. And Aries season is the real new year, nature's new year. And all of the seeds that we're planting right now, they are going to begin to germinate and they're going to begin to grow. They're going to begin to sprout. So what is it that you've been manifesting? I would highly encourage you to take advantage of this new moon that we have on the 17th and really get crystal clear with the universe about what it is that you're calling into your life. Now, if slowing down is going to be your biggest challenge in the month ahead, Spirit, share with us what is going to help the Taurus collective to overcome this challenge with ease and grace, please. With ease and grace. With ease and grace. What will help Taurus the most? Oh my gosh, I've got two that want to come out at least, probably more, but two. Okay, so auric field. So cleanse, ground, protect your energy. This card tells us that energy hygiene is needed. Okay, energy hygiene. What is energy hygiene? For me, it's 3 steps. And if you've been here for a while, you probably heard me say this. I'm sorry, I'm going to beat the dead horse because let me tell you, it is so important. It is so, so, so important. Cleanse your energy. How do you do that? There's lots of different ways. You can use bells, rattles, drums. You can use agua de Florida. You can use sage or other herbs. There's lots of things that you can burn to do a smoke cleansing. You can use visualization, salt water, cold water. There's lots and lots of different ways to cleanse your energy. And then grounding your energy is so easy. Just go outside, put your bare hands, put your bare feet on the earth, work with your plants. You can use essential oils and grounding stones. There's lots of different ways that you can ground your energy. And the protecting your energy is very simple. Just take what resonates with you. You can pray for protection. You can put up some sort of shield or an orb, something where you visualize and you sense and you know that just because you put your intention there, just because you ask Spirit, ask and you shall receive, right? Ask and you shall receive. Also clarifying what's going to help you move through this challenge of slowing down is hidden treasure. You don't even know your power. You don't even know your gifts, Taurus. This is telling me that you have brilliant, untapped potential. It's just waiting to be explored, okay? And this is saying like, hey, when you slow down is when you connect the most with your own intuition. When you slow down is when you connect with your own gifts. So take the time to slow down. Take the time to be. We're human beings. We're not human doings. And again, this feels very similar to the Aries reading. So I'm curious if you have a lot of Aries placements. If you have a lot of Aries in your chart, I would definitely go back and watch that reading as well. Taurus, if you are resonating with this reading so far, please do like the video. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It's a great way to support the channel for free. And if you are resonating, let me know, where does Taurus fall in your chart? Where in your chart is Taurus and what is speaking to you the most here? Let's see what's going to help the Taurus collective to align with their highest path, purpose, timeline, and destiny in the month ahead, please. What will help Taurus to align? Okay, awakening. The awakening card says that you're no longer allowing other people to dictate and rule your life. You're listening to your intuition. Now, isn't that ironic? So this showed up in your challenge position with universal flow being your biggest challenge, slowing down, auric field and hidden treasures being how you move through that challenge. And now you're getting what is going to help you to align with your highest timeline the most? Well, it's to listen to yourself. You're going through an awakening right now. And in this awakening journey, we remember our own intuitive gifts. We remember our own inner knowledge and inner wisdom, right? And the awakening card says like, hey, you're not listening to the noise anymore. Or that would be the best thing for you to do, is to stop listening to the noise and start listening to yourself, listen to your true self, listen to your higher self. And you can do that most easily when you take care of your energy. when you manage your energy, when you cleanse, ground, and protect your energy. Now I'm going to pull one more card for you, Taurus, and then we're going to take this into the extended reading. In the extended, I'm going to clarify every single one of these cards. And then I'm also going to pull a card this month from the Romance Angels Oracle. If you have a love relationship, or if you just like some guidance on a platonic relationship, or even your relationship with yourself. And then I'll pull a card from the Raise Your Vibration Oracle by Kyle Gray. Let's just get one final message for Taurus. What's going on here? Taurus, what else do you need to hear for the month ahead? What else will help Taurus the most in the month ahead, please? Of course, I always think about the people that I know with these major placements. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense for so-and-so. I won't name names, but if you're watching, oh, Taurus, you're going through a dark night of the soul. This is just echoing that awakening card, right? Like what's happening right now isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. The dark night of the soul says you're in the midst of a spiritual awakening, and you literally got the awakening card. So it's like you're going through something right now where you're facing your own wounds. You all of a sudden are taking more responsibility for your own journey than you have in the past. You are seeing yourself in the mirror that other people hold up for us, right? That's all anybody does, is hold up the mirror for us. You're noticing that your triggers are really your teachers. You're starting to take better care of yourself, starting to be more mindful of everything that you put in your body, that you put on your body, that's in your environment. Everything is energy, right? And everything either raises our energy or it lowers our energy. It raises our frequency or it lowers our frequency. And I mean everything, absolutely everything. Like everything from the food that you put in your mouth, or the poison that is being disguised as food that you put into your mouth, to the clothing that you put on your skin, to the products that you use in your home, to the items in your home, even the items in our home. Because, you know, if you have something that you've been neglecting for years and years and years, and it's just collecting dust, well, guess what? That item starts to carry the energy of neglect. And the energy of neglect affects you. This is a great time for spring cleaning. It's a really good time for spring cleaning. It's a great time to smudge our homes as well. Like I said, I'm going to clarify all of these cards in the extended reading. I do hope you'll join me there inside the Sacred Self-Empowered Community membership, where you gain access to the readings. In tier 2 and 3, we meet at least twice a month on Zoom as well. We do a group shamanic healing. We do a group reading, and it's a wonderful experience to have some one-on-one time together. So I do hope to see you over there. Taurus, have a beautiful month ahead.